Lo siento. Voy a ahora compartir mi pantalla. Juan José, si me puedes avisar cuando ya pueda ver mi pantalla, por favor.
Perfecto. We can see it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of the University of Essex. I'll try to move as quickly as I can whilst trying to provide as much information as possible. So I'm going to give you some insight into the courses that we offer, also student life and student support. I'll then discuss some accommodation options as well as fees and funding, and obviously our partnership with Futuro and with Futuro, and the entry requirements. So here at the University of Essex, we say we're home to the ambitious and the bold. So we want to welcome students that want to make a difference and challenge conventions. So we want students that want to come here and really, really make use of their degree and hopefully go back to their country and try to make a difference, whether that's with, you know, working in a company or working with an ONG, whatever that is. We want students that are really kind of activists and want to challenge what's going on in the world today. So we have 15,000 students from over 140 different countries. So you really do find the world in one place here at Essex. We are one of the most international universities, not just in the UK, but also internationally. That is definitely one of the things that I love the most about the university, because you get to hear different languages, different perspectives, and learn about different cultures from all over the world. So it really is a beautiful experience. We offer lots of flexible courses as well for our students. So that means you get to choose lots of different optional modules and have lots of flexibility to work both in the classroom, but also outside of the classroom as well. The great thing as well about our university is, well, it's a very friendly and vibrant place to live. All of our professors and all the staff are yeah, definitely one of the most friendliest people I've ever come across. And it just really is a very a nice place to live. We're very close to London as well, and I'll show you in a minute where we are on the map. So firstly, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about our strengths as a university. Obviously, when it comes to applying to Futuro and to Futuro, rankings will be an important decision in choosing your university. So I can certainly say that here at the University of Essex, we are really, really strong in the social sciences. We're top 5 in the UK for social science research excellence, and so number 1 for politics. And we have always been number 1 for politics since those rankings began. We're top 50 for politics and sociology. That's in the world rankings by subject, the QS World Rankings. And our business school is among the top 2% of business schools in the world. And that's according to our AMBER accreditation that we have in relation to our MBA. We also hold the Queen's Anniversary Prize for our world-leading social science research. So here is a snapshot of all of our departments, and just to give you a bit of insight into some of the courses that we offer. Now, obviously, within each department, there are hundreds of different courses that are available as well, but this is just to give you an idea of the departments that we do have. So we have 3 faculties, so humanities, science and health, and social science. So we do have a really wide offering and lots of different interesting programs that you may be interested in. Now, I've highlighted here some of our top performing departments, most well-ranked departments, but also the departments that tend to be very popular in Latin America. So particularly our School of Law is very popular in Latin America, particularly for our Center for Human Rights, and also for our international LLM programs. So we have, for example, an LLM in human rights law and international business and commercial law as well, which are very, very popular. Then moving on to our School of Philosophy and Art History, this department has quite a big focus on art from Latin America and collecting art from Latin America. So obviously that's a very, very popular course choice among our Latin students. Moving on to economics, again, a very popular department. We have lots of strong links with central banks. Some of our students get to do their dissertation for the Bank of England as part of their master's degree. So yeah, really some fantastic opportunities there for you to take advantage of. Then we've got our Essex Business School. Again, as I mentioned, one of the top 2% of business schools in the world. It's a zero carbon business school, and all of the programs have a really big emphasis on sustainable business, ethical business, and doing business right, essentially. So yeah, that's becoming extremely popular as well across with our Latin American students. Then again, our Department of Government, some of our programs such as international relations, conflict resolution, political science, extremely popular amongst our Latin American students. And then finally, our Department of Languages and Linguistics, which was my department when I was a student here. We have a very interesting translation program, translation, interpreting and subtitling, which is the only master's degree of its kind in the UK, as far as we're aware. And yeah, proves to be an extremely popular program, just given that in Latin America, there aren't many translation master's degrees. Okay, so moving on to our location, where we're based here in the UK. So Essex is a county in the east of England. So we have 3 campuses located across the county, with the main campus being located in Colchester, which is this lovely picture you can see behind me. Essex has a 350-mile coastline, so there's lots of lovely, wonderful beaches. I mean, not quite like the Caribbean beaches that you have not far from you, but still very, very pretty beaches that you can go visit, as well as many historical towns and villages. Actually, where the main campus is based in Colchester, it's the oldest recorded town in Britain, so it is a very historical city. You'll be happy to know that it's one of the warmest and driest counties in the UK, obviously coming from Guatemala and Honduras, very warm countries. You'll be happy to know that it doesn't rain here every day, and it's not grey here every day in the south. Thankfully, you know, we do get a lot of hours of sunshine compared to other parts of the UK. You have lots of direct links to London, so it's very easy for you to go and enjoy the city and get to know some of the wonderful corners of the capital city, but the cost of living in Essex is a lot cheaper. Again, very easy for you to travel around the UK if you want to get to know some of the other towns and cities that England has to offer. But we also are located very closely to many airports. So if you want to go and explore the rest of Europe as well, you can do so very, very cheaply from the Stansted Airport, which is located very close to all of our campuses. So as you see, these are our 3 campuses. The main one is Colchester, which is the image you can see on the left. It's located on 300 acres of parkland, so it's a very green, sort of very beautiful, vibrant campus. And yeah, this is our main campus, so that's where most of our courses are taught. The Southend campus, however, is located more kind of in the city of Southend, so it doesn't have a campus itself. It's more of a kind of lots of different buildings dotted around the Southend campus. And in Southend, we offer quite a few business courses, as well as some acting and stage management courses as well through our East 15 Acting School. Loughton is home to most of our East 15 Acting School programs. There's a real creative and artistic vibe there because all of the programs are very kind of arts programs related to acting, theatre, stage management. So it is a kind of a very creative campus located with direct links to London's West End Theatre District. Now, moving on to employability. So obviously, you know, as a student from Central America, you may be considering coming to do your master's in the UK to improve your employability and you know, hopefully find a really good job at the end of your master's degree, or maybe advance further in your current degree. So here at the university, we offer lots of opportunities to get involved in work placements, field trips and conferences, guest lectures, and we also have a free data science for all program that all of our master's students can enroll on, and in order to fill in that skills gap that a lot of people are missing these days, which is knowledge of data science and data analytics. We also have the Big Essex Award, so that gives you the opportunity to recognise all the extracurricular activity that you do while studying your master's degree, and have that recognised on your university transcript when you graduate. We also have a career services and student development team. So they're there to make sure that you have all the skills and all the resources that you require while you're studying, to make sure that you're doing as well as you possibly can in your master's degree, and so that you can also have support in finding a job once you graduate as well. There are also lots of part-time jobs on our campus. So if you want to earn some extra money or gain some really solid work experience here in the UK, there are plenty of opportunities to do so on campus or around the campus area as well. If you'd like to work in the UK, you can work for 20 hours per week with your student visa. So moving on to kind of more about the vibe of the university and what we have to offer. I do have a short video, which I think will be able to sum it up a lot better than myself rambling on. So I'm just going to stop sharing for a minute while I share, while I change to another screen. Okay, so hopefully you'll be able to hear this okay.
My name is Asha and welcome to the Colchester Campus Tour. We're starting off firstly here by the lakes. It is the nicest place on campus and it's a great way to study and have a barbecue and chill with your friends. The campus is made up of 5 interlinking squares and we're surrounded by all this incredible parkland, so let's get going. This is the Silbrad Student Centre. Let's go inside and check it out. You'll be able to come for student information, support, the finance desk, the IT desk, and some study spaces. And now we're in the Creative Studios, which is located at the back of the Silbrad Centre. Here's where you come for everything student media. Right next to the Silbrad Centre, you'll be able to find the Lakeside Theatre Cafe. Let's go inside. And now let's head down to the Lakeside Theatre. Welcome to the Albert Sloman Library. Here you'll find 6 floors of books, archives, and one of the only 4 paternoster lifts in the UK. So this is our Ivor Crew Lecture Hall. This is where you're going to be coming for your graduation ceremony once you finish your degree. So opposite Ivor Crew, we've got Waterstone. So if you're like books like me, you'll be in there all the time. Next door is Art Exchange, our art gallery, which shows some really cool exhibitions. Let's head on to Square 4. Here you'll be able to come to one of our 2 stores to go and grab some bits and bobs. We've got the post office, and there's a lot of places to eat around Square 4, so go and check that out, my favorite stop bar. And this is Square 3. Here you'll find the SE reception, great coffee in the kitchen, lots of places to eat, and below us is the nightclub Sub-Zero. So this is the Lecture Theatre building, also known as the LTB. You'll have quite a few lectures in here, and it's also the home to the SE Zone Cinema. And this is our sports arena. Next door, we have a sports hall with a gym and a climbing wall. And behind these, you'll find our sports pitches and acres of green space. As you can see, we've got some interesting looking architecture all over campus. For example, our carbon neutral business school, our Wivenhoe House Hotel, and the STEM Centre. And that's the end of our tour now. Thank you so much for following me around campus, and I can't wait to see you soon.
Okay, thank you for bearing with me there with the video. I'm just going to reshare my screen and go back to the presentation now. Okay, so now you've seen a little bit of kind of what the fun side of going to university is. When you come to study here in the UK, it's not just about coming here and getting your degree, it's a whole package, and you're able to get involved in lots of sports, societies, and lots of other things as well. So it really is a whole experience. While you're here as well, one thing that UK universities here we're really great at is also providing you with additional support. So for example, we offer learning and study skills support. You'll also have your own peer mentor and personal tutors should you choose to have one. And our Skills for Success team will be there to help you develop your writing skills, math, statistics and digital skills, research and referencing skills, and English language skills should you need them. We also offer a service called Nightline, which is something which is founded at the University of Essex for students, by students, and it's basically for students that live on campus or off campus, and it's a welfare service. So if you have any problems at night, if you're suffering from anxiety, you can, for example, call the Nightline and there'll be someone there to speak to you at the end of the line. We also have a student wellbeing and inclusivity service, and also lots of mindfulness and wellness activities. Obviously, given the pandemic, this is increased, there's even more importance that's placed now on mental health and well-being. So, we are making sure that we offer as much support as possible to all of our students. We also offer you help with budgeting and managing money. For some of you, this might be the first time that you've become independent and are living alone and having to manage your own budget. So we can help you to set a daily, weekly budget if you need support with that. We also have a NHS medical centre on campus. So as a student here in the UK, you will pay a NHS surcharge, which means you'll have access to the National Health Service here in the UK. And we do have a doctor's surgery on campus, so you'll be able to access that and register when you arrive at the university. We also have a multi-faith chaplaincy. So if you practice any particular faith, you'll be able to continue to do so and attend services at the chaplaincy. There's also 24-hour security on our campuses as well, so you can feel rest assured that you will feel safe on campus. Our Students' Union advice is also available there to offer you confidential advice and support, whether that's legal support, immigration support, whatever it is that you may require, Students' Union advice are there to help you as well. So moving on to accommodation. So we do offer accommodation on our Colchester and Southend campus. In the Loughton campus, we don't offer our own accommodation. However, there's lots of private options available to you. It's guaranteed for you during your master's studies or your first year if you're looking to do a PhD. And there's a mixture of ensuite and shared bathroom options. Most of them are single occupancy. High-speed internet is included, as well as all of your bills. We only offer self-catering options, so there are no catered options, unfortunately. So you will have to cook for yourself or order a takeaway. And all the communal areas are cleaned every week. There's lots of different options to suit different budgets. So, for example, our towers, which are here in the image to the right, that is the cheapest option we have, which is around £105 per week. And then you've got a more expensive options, for example, the Meadows, which is on the bottom left corner of the images here on the screen, where you'd be looking for more like around £150 per week. But in those kind of accommodations, you'd have your own bathroom, you'd have a bit more space, a larger room, and you'll be sharing with less people. So we really do have something to suit all different budgets. Moving on now to fees. Obviously, this is a very important part of budgeting and planning your studies here in the UK. So if you're looking to do a postgraduate taught course, so a master's degree, you would be looking at between £15,000 and around £19,000 for the duration of the masters. All of our masters are just 1 year in duration. Research courses, so PhD courses, similar, so around £15,000 to £17,900, but that's per year. A PhD can last up to 3 to 4 years. Our MBA programme is £21,000. And in terms of living expenses, typically you would need to budget for around 50 weeks, so around a full year. and that would cost you roughly £288 per week, so approximately £14,000 per year. Now, just moving on to details of the agreement that we have with Onda Futuro and Guate Futuro. So here at the University of Essex, we offer all of our students that come through this agreement 20% tuition fee discount on their master's studies, or 20% tuition fee discount per year if you're looking to do a PhD. If you're looking to do if you aren't successful in securing a scholarship through Onda Futuro, Guate Futuro, we do have options for self-funded students. So we have scholarships of around £4,000 for master's degrees, as well as sports scholarships and some other subject-specific scholarships, for example, for our MBA, translation and art history programs. The best thing to do is check out our scholarship finder, or there is a web page specifically for students from Honduras and Guatemala on our website, where you can see full information on scholarships available. Okay, now moving on to entry requirements. So if you are from Honduras, you would require 70% or above in your licenciatura to be considered for a master's degree. Alternatively, if you're from Guatemala, we would be looking for 60% if you are from a public university, or 70% or above if you're from a private university in your licenciatura. If you're looking to do a PhD or a research degree, then we'd be looking for you to have already a good master's degree in a relevant field. That can vary from course to course, however, of course. If English is not your first language, or you haven't studied your undergraduate degree in an English-speaking country, you will need to do a English language test. So we accept IELTS or TOEFL. We also can accept Cambridge Advanced or Proficient 6 or a 7.5 in the IELTS. So that's around B2 to up to C1, depending on the master's degree that you're considering. So this is my last slide. So thank you very much, everyone, for listening. And if you do have any questions, obviously, please pop your questions in the chat box and I'll be happy to help you. If not, here is my email address. So you're welcome to email me directly. Also on the screen, you have a QR code, which if you put your phone camera up to it, you should be able to you should be able to open a form where you can fill in all of your information and receive information in relation to the subject that you're interested in, and we can keep you up to date with any updates that we have here at the university. So thank you very much for listening. I think I'm going to hand over now to Juan Jose, or maybe Fabiola. I'm not sure who's taking over from here.
Yes, for Guate Futuro. Yep.
Thank you. Handing over now to you, Juan.
Perfect, and excellent presentation. Thank you so much for the information, and we hope that many of our attendants really got motivated for attend Essex.
I hope so.
Okay, let me share. I'm gonna do a very brief presentation because we want to leave most of the room for the questions and the conversation that we can have. So this is the part for Guate Futuro, and you're gonna notice that we share a lot of information with our partner organization also in Honduras. On the Futuro, we use the same scheme and the same way of working, the finance support. So you can have a quick look here of our donors and supporters. We have a mixed funding from the private and the public sector. Also, if you have questions and you want to know more about the loan scholarship program and what is the work of the foundation, our first reference is the website www.guatefuturo.org. So you can check here the information. We have a very well organized website where you can look at the details and the small questions and all the little things that you want to know about our work. Quickly, this is our list of the selected candidates for the current year. 37 selected for this year, and we have almost the same number the past year. And we pass here very briefly because for us it's we are very proud that even in the times that we are living now with the health issues of the pandemic, the loan scholarship programs really goes on, and the students and professionals always show their enthusiasm in going abroad. Fundamentally, our motto is that we want that the professionals from Guatemala go abroad and then they come back to Guatemala and support in the many issues that we are facing here. So it's a round trip. This is our motto. Just to keep in mind, this is the basic feature in what we are going briefly to the calendar. You can check here that every year we open the call at the beginning of February, and we close at the end of April. In order to participate in our call, you need to be fully accepted by the university. I was just checking the chat, but this is conversation already going on. So you can see. So from February to April, this is the reception period of the documents, and then during May and June is the selection process, and also there is a finance documentation that we require for applicants because we are a mixed program. It's a loan and it's a scholarship program. So we need both sides in the documents to participate in Guate Futuro. And during the second week of July, we are giving the results, and hopefully we will have some people from Essex in UK. This is the main thing for us today. The structure is of financing is $25,000 per year, and you can ask this amount for a maximum of 2 years. So there is a maximum of $50,000 for supporting the cost of the study. Usually we give the 50% of a scholarship for the applicants, with the exception of the fields of business and administration, where the scholarship there is just at 25%. So it's very important to have that clear. And also there is an option of a 10% discount. This applies once you are back in Guatemala and you are working in some sensitive areas like research or public sector or something like that. That's another option. We are going ahead with this just to keep very brief the presentation. Okay, and that's it. Just to have in mind that we have this 20% of discount from the university for the applicants from Guate Futuro. So this is the very quick view of what are we doing, and then I'm passing the micro to my colleague Fabiola. And thanks so much for the time. Muchas gracias y estamos en contacto. Este es nuestro correo. Soy guatefuturo@guatefuturo.org. So Fabiola, the time is yours.
Thank you, Juan Jose. Thank you, Keeley. Bueno, yo le voy a hacer la presentación en español. Es bastante de lo que Juan José nos acaba de mencionar actualmente, ¿no? Ya que ambas organizaciones son hermanas y funcionan bajo el mismo esquema del programa Crédito Beca. Déjenme compartirles mi pantalla. Y sí, pues les voy a comentar un poquito también de cuáles son algunas de las diferencias entre Futuro y Guatefuturo. En sí, Guatefuturo es una organización privada que nació en 2014, ya llevamos 8 años beneficiando a alrededor de 170 hondureños alrededor del mundo. Nació gracias al apoyo de todas estas empresas que se unieron para conformar lo que actualmente es la fundación. El propósito, así como lo es Guatefuturo, es no solamente de financiar a los estudiantes, en nuestro caso hondureños específicamente, a que puedan realizar estudios de posgrado en las mejores universidades del mundo, sino que el objetivo fundamental es promover que nuestros beneficiarios también y que este talento regrese a contribuir al desarrollo de Honduras. ¿Cómo se hace esto? Bueno, el financiamiento se maneja a través del programa Crédito Beca, o PCB como comúnmente le llamamos, el cual se enfoca específicamente en financiar lo que son maestrías y doctorados. Si bien es cierto, nosotros apoyamos todas las áreas del conocimiento y eso pues conlleva a que si es en el área de ciencias médicas o de la salud, pues también aplicarían lo que son las especialidades y subespecialidades médicas. Uno de los requisitos para poder aplicar el programa Crédito Beca es que el programa debe de ser presencial y a tiempo completo en el exterior. Luego, ¿cómo funciona este modelo de apoyo? ¿Por qué se llama Crédito Beca? La relación con el estudiante inicia a través de un crédito educativo de máximo $25,000 por año hasta por 2 años. Ahora bien, la beca es un incentivo que la fundación le otorga al beneficiario si éste regresa a trabajar a Honduras luego de haber culminado exitosamente su proyecto académico en el exterior. En sí, todas las áreas del conocimiento reciben un 40% de condonación sobre el capital que se le desembolsó para adelantar su proyecto académico. La única excepción son los programas en el área de administración y finanzas. Estamos hablando de MBAs, un máster en finanzas, marketing, es decir, todos aquellos programas que son ofrecidos por la Escuela de Negocios, básicamente, pues únicamente recibirían un 20% de descuento automáticamente solo con el hecho de regresar a trabajar a Honduras. Ahora bien, existe un 20% adicional que puede optar cualquier beneficiario independientemente del área de estudios de su programa, si además de haber regresado a Honduras labora como docente universitario en cualquier universidad, ya sea pública o privada dentro de Honduras, por al menos un año consecutivo. Esto sí, el programa o las clases que imparte como docentes deben de estar relacionadas a su área de especialidad bajo la cual Futuro les ayudó a financiar sus estudios. ¿Cuáles son algunas ventajas adicionales, verdad? Sabemos de que el programa Crédito Beca te ofrece un descuento adicional, pero ¿cuáles son esas otras ventajas? Aquí tú tienes la libertad de poder elegir qué es lo que quieres estudiar y dónde deseas irte. En Futuro, pues no vemos la identidad del candidato, por lo tanto tampoco hay límite de edad. Pueden incluso participar estudiantes que ya están en el extranjero y tal vez necesitan fondos para su último año de su proyecto académico. Pueden ustedes aplicar ya estando en el exterior. Permitimos cofinanciación y esto es un tema sumamente importante y de interés para cualquier postulante, puesto que Futuro no los va a penalizar o limitar a aplicar a otros programas de beca o de crédito. En ese sentido, nosotros nos vemos como un fondo complementario en donde ustedes deciden cuánto es el monto máximo que necesitan y para qué desean destinar estos fondos, es decir, si los quieren utilizar para pagar la universidad, si los necesitan para cubrir sus gastos de alimentación y hospedaje, el pasaje, es decir, todo gasto que incurre una persona cuando se va a estudiar al exterior, pues puede ser cubierto por los fondos de la fundación. Y un último ventaja que sí me gusta mencionarles también es que, bueno, el periodo de gracia nosotros les otorgamos nosotros somos bastante flexibles en el sentido de que mientras ustedes están estudiando, el estudiante no está realizando pagos a la fundación. ni a capital, ni a interés. No obstante, durante el periodo de estudios, los intereses sí se les van a ir acumulando a una tasa del 5% anual en dólares. Ahora bien, cuando ustedes ya terminan su maestría, su doctorado, ¿qué es lo que sucede? Ustedes ahí tienen 12 meses adicionales, es decir, que pueden optar por un año adicional sin tener todavía que iniciar los pagos de las cuotas por la parte del crédito de un futuro e incluso los pueden utilizar esos 12 meses para quedarse trabajando en el exterior y así adquirir algo de experiencia internacional. Entonces ustedes pueden decidir, ok, yo ya terminé mi posgrado, me quedo 12 meses trabajando aquí en el Reino Unido, o no, voy a trabajar 6 meses en el Reino Unido y los otros 6 meses los voy a dedicar a regresar a Honduras, ubicarme nuevamente en el mercado laboral y hasta después de los 12 meses que transcurrieron desde el fin de mi periodo de estudios, inicio el pago de las cuotas. Como ya mencionaron mis dos colegas previamente, pues con la Universidad de Essex tenemos un convenio el cual les otorga automáticamente un descuento sobre el costo de tuition a cualquier persona que fue admitida a la universidad y que paralelamente aplicó al programa Crédito Beca de Futuro y fue seleccionado. Este descuento que la universidad otorga es completamente separado de lo que la beca del programa Crédito Beca les otorga, ¿no? Esto es algo que va a salir reflejado directamente en la factura de matrícula y la universidad se los otorga a ustedes como un descuento, ¿verdad?, en dicho costo. Ahora bien, ¿cómo funciona el tema de la convocatoria? Nosotros específicamente abrimos las convocatorias todos los años, una vez al año, siempre entre el 15 de febrero y el 30 de abril. El proceso de postulación es todo digital, es decir, una vez que nosotros abrimos convocatoria, ustedes ingresan a nuestro sitio web www.ondufuturo.org, ahí van a encontrar el formulario, toda la documentación e información, ustedes la van a escanear y la van a apuntar al formulario y sí deben de asegurarse, ¿verdad?, de enviarlo antes del cierre de la convocatoria. Somos sumamente estrictos. Cuando la convocatoria cierra, lastimosamente no podemos permitir ningún expediente adicional. Entonces, hagan todas sus gestiones y todo el proceso, llévenlo con tiempo para no dejarlo para última hora. Ahora bien, el proceso en sí de postulación de la primera etapa, y hablo de etapas porque primero ustedes envían el formulario, nosotros evaluamos el formulario y seleccionamos específicamente, voy a volver a la actividad anterior, específicamente en lo que son méritos académicos, ¿verdad? Cuáles son las variables que nosotros vemos para poder seleccionar a nuestros beneficiarios. Lo que más peso tiene dentro del proceso es la calidad y prestigio del programa y universidad de destino. Aquí es donde ustedes tienen que esforzarse por ser admitidos a universidades top a nivel mundial para así poder obtener la mayor puntuación posible para esta variable. Luego vemos aspectos ya específicos acerca de su perfil como estudiante, ¿no? Tomamos en cuenta naturalmente lo que es su índice académico de graduación durante la licenciatura. Aunque no tenemos un mínimo que admitimos, aquí todo el mundo se postula y compite uno con el otro básicamente, independientemente del área de estudios del posgrado. Y luego pues tienen que también redactar un ensayo. Como les dije anteriormente, el proceso es anónimo. Esto también garantiza la transparencia dentro del proceso. Sabemos de que todos los que se postulan están compitiendo en igualdad de condiciones y por eso el ensayo pues debe ser redactado de forma anónima. Y aquí es donde deben ustedes explicar cuáles son sus motivaciones y qué es aquello que los motivó a aplicar ese programa a esa universidad y qué es lo que los diferencia a ustedes de los demás postulantes, ¿verdad?, de la convocatoria, que son esas características que los hacen meritorios de poder recibir este apoyo financiero. Los requisitos para la primera etapa, pues haber concluido ya la licenciatura, tienen que tener encaminado el proceso de admisión con la universidad, es decir, primero tienen que decidir a dónde quieren aplicar, quieren irse a estudiar, perdón, y aplicar. Si para el 30 de abril todavía no han recibido la carta de admisión, pues pueden enviar su solicitud con un correo, con un comunicado de la universidad que nos confirme que ustedes ya están dentro del proceso. Y lo que se necesita validar técnicamente es el nombre de la universidad, naturalmente, y el nombre del programa de su posgrado. Y el último requisito para esta primera etapa, y este tiene un asterisco, es la certificación de dominio de un segundo idioma. Esto es un requisito propio de Ondo Futuro, así que nosotros es algo que exigimos aún para aquellos estudiantes que van a ir a un país hispanohablante. Abajo, si se fijan, muchas personas luego posteriormente nos consultan, bueno, pero estamos hablando de un crédito educativo, se requieren avales. En la primera etapa no. Como les mencioné, la selección de los beneficiarios se basa puramente en lo que es la meritocracia. Ahora bien, para las personas que son seleccionadas, pues ya arranca lo que es la etapa 2 o el segundo, la segunda etapa, ¿verdad?, del proceso, que es la legalización del crédito. Y ya para esta etapa, que viene siendo más o menos como a mediados de junio, para que puedan tener una idea, ¿verdad?, el calendario, ya se requiere ahí sí que presenten, ¿verdad?, 2 avales. Nosotros no aceptamos garantías hipotecarias ni prendarias, es más 2 personas porque confíen en la calidad de personas que son ustedes y la calidad de profesionales y estudiantes que han sido. Toda la información está disponible en nuestra página web a través de ondufuturo.org. Tal como Guatefuturo, nuestra página también está bastante completa. Si tienen alguna duda, pueden contactarme ya sea por correo electrónico o por Skype a info@ondufuturo.org. Llamarme al 2290-3689. Actualmente solo estamos atendiendo de forma virtual, ya sea por videoconferencia o por llamada. Y pues no queda de más que invitarlos a que siempre nos sigan en las redes sociales para que estén al tanto de actividades, de seminarios como el de esta tarde, tips ya cuando abrimos convocatoria, ¿verdad?, de cómo llenar el formulario y demás. Así que creo que con esto pues finalizo ya lo que es mi presentación y dejaría abierta ya la sección de preguntas y respuestas. Así que muchísimas gracias a todos. Veamos